So I'm Patrick Vlaskovits. I'm one of the co-authors of The Entrepreneur's Guide to Customer Development. That's a good question. So in my view, the epiphany was that I was doing it wrong until I read Steve Blank's book, The 4 Steps to Epiphany. All the stuff I had read before described sort of a rah-rah type of process. Don't give up, persevere. But hadn't really described sort of the meta patterns that you see in terms of startups, across the board. I actually read Steve's book. It actually resonated with me very deeply. Actually went out and tried some of this stuff. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Steve wrote about this B2B enterprise type of example, and I thought, okay, some of these things can apply to what I'm trying to do, and actually went and what I actually did is I used a letter of intent and screenshots and try to test the validity of my idea against the real world, which is what Steve talked about. Get out of the building, get out of the building. And Steve actually will even say that 90% of this stuff is just get out of the building and actually come into contact with reality, and then change your behavior based on what reality is telling you. And I actually did that, and the amount of learning that happens in a very short amount of time is amazing. And it's then upon the entrepreneur to actually change the product or the vision or what have you to accommodate for that. So what changes is a lot of introspection, a lot of actually questioning assumptions made by really smart people, often people smarter than yourself, and actually kind of embracing sort of the chaotic nature of startups. And I'm actually a big believer that a lot of startups, what we're doing is actually chasing black swans, something Taleb has talked about in the book called The Black Swan. And customer development and lean startups are one way to do that. And obviously I drink that Kool-Aid. Cheers.